Hi Gemini, welcome to your August 2020 love reading. I do apologise that it's a bit delayed, but it's been the strangest week. I have literally tried on 3 different occasions to do these readings, and for whatever reason they wouldn't flow, I couldn't find the words, and my energy has been all over the place. And I know other readers who've also said they've been experiencing the same. So there's obviously been something going on, planet-wise or universe-wise, who knows. But I'm going to have a go today at completing the love readings. And yeah, bear with me. So here we go. By the way, thank you, Gemini, again, for all of you who have subscribed to the channel. I'm very excited because it's building day by day, and it's so lovely to know that the effort I'm putting into doing the videos is appreciated by people. So if you do have a moment, please subscribe and click the notification bell. And then you won't miss the future videos. The work and career reading is already out. That came out a week or so ago. So if you'd like to see that, if that applies to you, then please check out the channel. And yeah, let's get started. So we're looking at love, please Spirit, for Gemini for the month of August. Oh, wow. That has to be, I'm using John Holland Oracle cards. I can't remember the name of them. I think they're the Tarot Oracle or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I always love this card. This to me is the most powerful love card in the deck, you know, and I just love it. So good for you, Gemini. We're looking at some sort of spiritual union here, but let's see what follows this card. Wow, fertility. Okay, I'm going to go over them in a second. I'm not going to take that. Spirit, love for Gemini for August, please. Love for Gemini for August, please. Good grief, Gemini. Good grief. Wow. How great is that? I think I'll just continue. I'll just continue with these. So we have, in fact, let me go through these first. So in the month of August, Gemini, we have you being in a very close relationship with someone. There's someone extremely special around you at the moment. If they're not around you yet, then they could well be coming into your life during the month of August. I always view this card as the twin flame card, as the spiritual union card. You know, it's a very, very loving energy. And as you can see, you know, their heads meeting here. This is why I always view it as a twin flame or soulmate card, because it's like their souls are meeting. It's like they're one. So this is a very close relationship to someone. For some of you, there could be a pregnancy, but generally the fertility card is a card of growth. So if you have feelings for someone and you feel the feelings are mutual, then that relationship will be growing during the month of August. You'll be getting a lot closer, and something, it may have been, it's deeper. I was going to say it may have been just an attraction earlier on, but no, this is an emotional connection, this card, so I mustn't get confused with the two. This is very much about emotional connection, spiritual connection, you know, at a soul level. So maybe in August it'll be a recognition of, you know, someone in your circle that you've always felt drawn to, that suddenly this relationship begins to grow, begins to develop. And it may have been a very close friend that you suddenly realise you have feelings for, and we see the beginning of love in this relationship, you know. There's an end. And usually when the solitude card comes up, I say that this is, you know, you're needing time out. To spend some time on your own reflecting. But this feels, even though it's in that position, which is quite strange, this feels like it's how you have been. It feels like you felt quite alone, that you haven't felt spiritually connected to somebody, or that you have, but you've not been able to be with them for whatever reason. And the fact that they've put it at the end, and I don't usually read a card that end in this way, but it feels like they're saying, this is the end of your feelings of solitude. you're feeling alone, because you've definitely got love on the agenda, Gemini, for the month of August, where you're going to feel, and it's not, as I say, it's not a passing fancy, this relationship. For some of you, this is a significant soul attachment, you know, a significant loving relationship that is going to grow in the month of August. Please let me know how that applies to you, or if you're single, you know, let's look forward to that, because that is, if that's something you want in your life, that is beautiful. What else, Spirit, can you tell Gemini? Right, so this is about it being a very grounded relationship. We have the base chakra card, and this is very much it being a grounded relationship. This is not a flight of fancy. This is very much about an honest truth. What a fabulous reading this is for you, Gemini. I wonder, you know, for some of you, whether or not this connection was a friendship connection, because we have the card of partnership here. And I mentioned this friendship thing before by chance, you know, it just, well, not by chance, it's never by chance, is it? But I mentioned it, I felt the need to mention it before, that it could be someone in your circle you know. Now that we have the partnership card coming up, it feels like there's someone around you who's always been quite supportive, but it's never developed into a love relationship. But we now have the beginning of love in that connection. And it's like, you know, it's a very grounded relationship, which it would be if it's already a friend. But also, you know, you're going to be honest with each other. There's going to be truth spoken here. So, interesting developments. Please tell me if that sort of resonates with you during the month of August. You may not know about it yet. It may not have happened yet. But please let me know if it does, because that, again, is quite a clear message. But it's going to be significant. This relationship is going to be significant. It doesn't have to be a friend. It could just be someone you're romantically linked to already, where the relationship's going to grow, or it could be someone you meet where the relationship grows. But you're going to be, it's going to be a solid relationship. And I keep saying this because it's important for you to hear, Gemini. It's going to be a solid relationship. They've just said the word dependable, because it's going to be grounded, you know? It's not going to be a flight of fantasy where you're wondering whether or not it's going to continue and you're in a whirlwind of romance. It's not like that at all. This is a soul connection, but there is love here, okay? And it's love that is growing. So, you know, you may, you know, when people say, you know, my wife or my husband, they're my best friend, that is what we're talking about here, which is why we've got the partnership and the love card together here. Let's see what else. Oh, they have said, and I'll come back to that. I missed that one out. There is going to be the need for, sorry, they've just corrected me. There's not going to be the need. I forgot we're reading this as an end card, which is quite strange for me, but I love the newness of it. Do you remember I said that it's time for you to end the feelings of being alone, the feelings of, well, not being alone, but the loneliness feeling? There's a difference between the two. You've been very patient, and Spirit are recognising that. And you've had to be patient because this relationship is a significant one that's coming in or presenting itself in a new light. I'm just going to move the cards because I realise we're slightly off camera. There we go. So you've had to be very patient. But now, again, not only is it an end to the feelings of loneliness and having to be very patient, Gemini, but you've got positive movement forward. So, you know, things are definitely moving for you during this month of August. Let's see. Yeah, the truth is going to come to light, you know, people's feelings, you know, there's going to be some discussion, whether it's from you or whether it's from this person. There's going to be truthful discussions, and a lot of feelings are going to be brought to the light. Okay. Honest communication. Yeah, it may be that you've had a situation where there's been a lot of obstacles and challenges, and it may be that it's this person who's helped you through the obstacles and challenges. You know, maybe it's the person that supported you the most that you're suddenly thinking, hang on a minute, what have we got here? You know, this person has been so close to me that they've been like, you know, I'm not going to say what I was going to say because that will be misconstrued, but it was the words Spirit said to me. Okay, I have to say it because they've just said it. It's like you may have viewed them like a brother or a sister, and the reason that I didn't want that to sound a bit weird. What I mean by that, or what Spirit mean by that, is it's the closeness of your bond with that person. So if there's someone in your friendship circle who you can always rely on, who's always there for you, you're connected and you felt it was like a brother-sister relationship, you may find that this relationship will develop into a loving relationship, and the discussions will take place. Discussions, that sounds so formal. But the feelings will be aired during this month. So you know where I'm going with it, Gemini. You know what I'm like. I get all my words in a mess sometimes. So let's see what this end card is, please. What's the final card for Gemini from this deck, please? What's the final card for Gemini? It's this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I find that so weird. They've put that on that side. Why have we got that on that side, Spirit? They've just said it's showing you how far you've come. So, but that is unusual. Okay, but I would have expected that to be over there, but they've put it over here because they're showing you that it's the end of this sort of situation. So there are times where you've been feeling quite lonely, Gemini. You've been feeling quite isolated. You haven't known what to do with yourself. You felt quite withdrawn. And yes, you've had friends. Yes, you've been going out and about, but there's been nothing at a deep soul connection level. That is ending. They know you've been patient, and that is ending. So this is about trusting this relationship. As always, if any new relationship is coming in, if you feel there's any red flags, then please follow your own intuition, your own instinct. But there is no indication of any red flags here. This is a relationship with a soul connection. That looks very, very clear. But I'm going to go through and I'm going to do some clarifying cards. So do we want Spirit? I'm enjoying these today. We'll see if we need tarot in a minute. I'm not sure whether we're going to need tarot because it's very succinct message, Gemini. But let's see. What else for Gemini, please? What can you tell us about the spiritual union? Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love this card. This is about calling your spirit home. And this is why I talk about this card in terms of twin flame relationships. If you don't know what twin flame relationships are, you may want to have a look at them on Google. But just take from this reading what resonates with you. If you have a very, very close relationship, what they're saying is, by calling your spirit home, you're feeling that emotional security. You know, you're being who you truly are, you're being honest with yourself, and that is what's going to bring your soulmate, your twin flame. You know, it's about being authentic, okay? You're going to feel very at peace. It's a very grounded relationship here. I'm going to put that there because these cards are slightly bigger. I don't know if we're going to fit all these in. I've gone a bit overboard today. So bear with me. Right, what about this fertility, please? What about this fertility card, this card of growth? Yeah, you're going to be feeling great. You're going to get up in the mornings, you're going to be feeling great. Things are beginning to lift. The energy around you is beginning to lift. As this relationship grows, you'll be feeling so much better, Gemini. You'll want to, greet the morning, open the curtains, look at the sun. It's just a feel-good card, this. This is about sort of, yeah, stepping up and enjoying it, basically. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I don't like to cover the spiritual union card, which is why I've done that another way round. Let's have a look at love begins, please, Spirit. What other information? They don't want you to be afraid, Gemini. They don't want you to be afraid of this connection. It may come in, it may suddenly feel very powerful, and that may be truly scary, you know? It isn't actually scary, but you may feel it's totally scary, you know? If you've been around someone or you've been connected with someone, you're suddenly realizing that you're falling deeper in love with that person, then, you know, sometimes you can sort of feel a bit, yeah, a bit scared by that. But there's no need to be scared. This is a beautiful relationship for you, Gemini. So just be mindful. Don't let any fear-based behaviors disrupt this relationship, because, you know, it's a gift. Because you've been so patient and you've been through some sad times, or lonely times, I should say. Spirit, what is this? It's that one, okay. Yeah, it's time for you not to be alone. It's time for you to turn on the light, you know. This time is ending. This is the time to shine a light on your relationship, to move forward together. You know, these cards are not gender specific, so please take them as you will. But yeah, that time of feeling sad and having to be patient is over. Good things are happening for you this August, Gemini. I love this reading. Why is the base chakra card here, please? That one, okay. Okay, this is a very as I said, this is a very grounded relationship. You have all you need to make this develop, and you know, one of you will be reaching out to the other during the month of August. So I do think that one of you is going to initiate this conversation, whether it be you or whether it be your partner. One of you is going to initiate some sort of conversation regarding how you're feeling about each other. Okay. There could be children involved here. We have a child featured on the card, so there could be children involved here, but it very much feels like this is you reaching out to each other and saying, do you know what, I've suddenly realised, or, you know, this is what I want to do in our relationship, basically, you know, depending on your circumstances and what stage your relationship is at, or whether or not it's a new person, you know. It may be someone you've been interested in, that you feel you've got this connection with, and this is the month for you to reach out to them, Gemini. Do excuse me, I've been talking for ages now because I've done other readings before this. So my throat is playing up. Right, so what is the truth card doing here, please? Oh, okay. Is there one of you that needs to apologise about something, Gemini? You know? Or is it just about you saying, I'm sorry I didn't see this before. What have we been doing? We're crazy. We should have just gone for it before. Whatever it is, there's some sort of honest conversation. My voice is going, sorry. We will get to the end of this reading. Definitely. Right. This is an exciting reading, so I definitely want to see the end of it. Partnerships and alliances, please, Spirit. Which one? That one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it may be, I do get the feeling this is someone around you, or someone that you see these traits in, that has supported you, or, you know, you spent time with, you know. And it may be someone who you've been supporting, Gemini, but there's very much this feeling of sharing of energy that has been going on between you. You know, and it could be sort of stuff you've been doing in a practical sense, or it could be emotional support. It just feels that whatever one of you is good at, you've been giving to each other. My phrase, honestly, make of that what you will. But you know what I mean. Patience. What is the patience card doing here, please, Spirit? Patience card. Yeah, there may have been times where you felt that you were left behind. Gemini, there may have been times where you felt everybody else was moving on in their life and you were left standing, you know, and that made you feel sort of quite offended, quite left out, quite sort of shoved to the wayside. But this isn't going to continue. This isn't going to continue. This is just spirit recognizing what has been happening for you and the way forward. So let's have a look at the positive movement forward. What other information for Gemini, please? Clean up your mess. So if there's anything that you feel is going to stop you from moving forward in a relationship, it needs sorting now, Gemini. I know we're already in August because my readings are just at the 1st of August, but if there's anything you feel is going to get in the way, or it may be practical stuff, you maybe need to sort out where you live to make space for someone visiting. You know what it's like. We've all been there, trust me. But you know, what you will know how that sort of resonates with you. If there's something that needs sorting, then let's get it sorted so that we can welcome in this lovely relationship for you, Gemini. And what about the light card, please? Why do we have light? Oops, a daisy. Yeah, you know, this is leading you to good places. And this is why they're saying don't be afraid, because they're saying stick with it, you know? Head for the things that are good, Gemini. You know, don't be afraid. Don't sabotage it, because actually, you know, it's such a positive thing. And, you know, even along the way, if there are any obstacles or challenges that come along, this relationship is solid enough to weather the storm, you know? So it's not going to be, like I keep saying, it's not a flighty relationship. It's a solid relationship here. But even solid relationships have bumps. Yeah, they're saying get over yourself, Gemini. I said that with feeling, didn't I? I didn't mean to cause offence, but it's actually, what amuses me with this card is, look, it's almost like a Gemini card, even though they're looking at each other. We have the two different faces, or the different sides of the faces, you know, as is typical of a Gemini. I don't mean typical of a Gemini, I mean typical of the pictures of the Gemini symbol. I'm getting into such a mess here, you know what I mean? I'm not being rude to Geminis at all. It's just that card it always makes me think of a Gemini card, whichever reading it comes out in. But it does say get over yourself. So, you know, there may be some they've just said the words power struggle to me. There may be a few obstacles and challenges along the way, but as I've said, you know, don't let ego get in the way. Don't let fear get in the way, Gemini, because this is a beautiful, beautiful relationship for you, you know. So there may have to be compromise. There may have to be give and take as you develop this relationship into something new, you know, because it feels like you've not been used to this loving, solid relationship with this person. So it's about getting to know each other in a different light. So, you know, they don't want you to, they've just said to me, don't make demands, no demands. So we all have, I don't like the word demands because it sounds so sort of, well, it sounds needy to me, but they're saying, what they're meaning is, don't try and have everything your way, because there's give and take. That's a better way of putting it. You know, there are always, you need boundaries in relationships, obviously, and you need to stand up for yourself in relationships, but you know, a relationship isn't a happy one if one person does all the taking and one person does all the giving. So this is what they're meaning when they say get over yourself. So that may be some of the challenges you face, because maybe you've been used to living life sort of without a relationship for a while. And, you know, sometimes it's hard to give up your independence, isn't it, Gemini? I totally get that, you know. But, yeah, so that's just something, it's not a huge warning, it's just something they've said, look, you know, stick with it, even if you have to make a few compromises, or you have to sort of, yeah, well, that's it, compromises really. Yeah. Yeah, they're saying invest in your spirit, invest in you, Gemini. You know, you're an incredibly creative sign, you're an incredibly intelligent sign, you know, mischievous sign as well, I must say. But you're very entertaining. You know, and this is time to invest in you, Gemini. Go for what is good for you. You know, stick with it. We have real positive light coming in with this relationship. So, you know, invest in you, invest in what is good for you. This isn't a time to withdraw yourself from the world. This is a time to invest in yourself, invest in this relationship, and, you know, you're looking forward to a really, really happy relationship developing here. Right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to pull tarot because I think that's clear enough, really. We've done enough clarifiers. And it was quite long. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. This is a beautiful relationship that is coming in for you because it's solid, it's reliable, but you are very emotionally connected with this person. So I don't mean it's going to be boring at all because you have that emotional connection which is meeting your needs. So Gemini, lovely reading for you for the month of August. If you enjoyed it, please click the likes, please subscribe, please, you know, notification bell, all that jazz. But it was lovely to read for you. Let me know what resonates for you in the comments below, and I look forward to reading for you soon. Take care.